So today I'm making a sausage, sage and kale risotto. Now I've actually already started cooking it. I forgot one of the main ingredients in my recipe rundown, so I'm just going to run you through the ingredients quickly. Lemon, risotto rice, a little bit of white wine, some parmesan cheese, an onion, some sausage, some fresh sage and some kale, and a stock cube. I'm using chicken, you can use vegetable as well, and oil for frying as usual. So I forgot to mention the kale before, so here we go. Start off as usual by boiling some water for the stock and chopping an onion. That's how I always seem to start, isn't it? Grab a frying pan, I'm going to fry the sausage. Put a little bit of olive oil. What we're going to do is take the skin off the sausage and just take the meat from inside. I'm using a mixture of leek and apple sausages, and I think that will go really well with the sage. I have used apricot sausages before, and that worked really well as well actually. I had my friend round who was a chef and he was very impressed. And as the sausage meat is frying, we just want to squish it down with a fork. I'm going to wash the sage and add it to the fork. Just take the leaves off and add them in. Right, I'm going to start on the risotto. Get a deep pan, put it on the heat and add some olive oil. While that warms up, make the stock with the boiled water. So I'm just going to crumble the stock cube into the jug and cover it with hot water. Not being too precise with the measurements, just filling up to the top. Put the onion in. Stir the onion around, and that's going to need a couple of minutes. Make sure you keep squashing the sausage and the sage leaves down and browning it on all sides. And keep stirring the onion. It's a bit of a multitasking recipe, this one. Wash the lemon. So we're just grating some lemon zest into the onion. Fry with the onion for a couple of minutes. Keep pressing the sausages down. You want it to be nice and brown and a little bit crispy even. After a couple of minutes we want to add the risotto rice. I'm going to just use half a packet for 2 people. Stir it into the onion. And I've been told in Italy just to stir it in one direction, so that's what I do. And add the white wine. The sausage mixture is now ready. This is what it looks like. So we're just going to turn it off and that can wait there for the risotto. And stir the rice again after about a minute. This is the base. I'm going to turn the heat up slightly on this, just so it does actually start simmering, because we do want it to be a half an hour dish. The water's evaporated now. We want to add some stock. Just a little bit and stir it in. I wouldn't leave it for longer than about a minute without stirring. We don't want it to get stuck to the bottom of the pan. And again, when the water's evaporated, add a bit more stock. And keep stirring. We are going to repeat this until all the stock is gone basically. I'm going to grate some parmesan now. You can just get the ready grated stuff. It's not as good, but it's fine. And just keep stirring it. Risottos are one of my favourite things to cook in the winter time, because you can just add anything to them really. So I'm going to have some of my favourite combinations throughout the year. pour the rest in now. Add the kale. Keep stirring the kale in until it all wilts down. Now, I don't think the risotto is quite cooked yet. I'm just going to try a little bit and find out if we need any more liquid in there. Yeah, it's going to need a little bit more water. I want the risotto rice to be firm, but not hard. Add some salt and pepper and keep stirring. And the risotto's been cooking for about 27 minutes now. So I'm going to just try a little bit and see if it's ready. I'll just give it one more minute. It's getting to the end now, so we need to stir all the time really, so it doesn't stick to the pan. Now we can add the sausage meat with the sage and stir that in. So it might need a little bit more pepper at the end or salt, so just keep tasting it. We can turn the heat off and add the parmesan and squeeze half a lemon in. And it's ready. Serve straight away. Sausage, sage and kale risotto.